up, guys? Supercourse Productions here, and in this video I'm going to be doing a custom minifigure showcase on the 5 figures I've made from the show Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Now, I actually recently started watching this video a couple weeks before Brick Fair, and I was going to try and have these figures done in time to have them displayed at Brick Fair, but I wasn't able to finish them in time. Daisy was still like half done. The only two that I had done was Coulson and Simmons. Daisy was half done. May needed her boots painted, and then I had not started on fits yet. And I finally completed them. They've been done for about a little over a week now. I just haven't had the time to showcase them. But I do plan on making more figures from the show, but for now I decided just to do these 5. But, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the showcase video. Alright guys, so starting off the first figure, here we have Daisy Johnson, or Quake. Now, I'm actually only in the middle of Season 3. I'm not even that far into the rest of the series. I'm like halfway through it, middle of Season 3, and I decided that I wanted to make these figures, and that I was just going to do them in whatever outfits that I liked best. And so I decided to make Quake here in her outfit from Season 6, because when that photo was released of the Season 6 outfit, I really liked it, and I wanted to make it. I didn't get the chance to, and now watching the show, I decided that I wanted to make it. So that's the outfit that I made here. And as you can see, I made the hair based off of that photo with its comb back, and there's like the dark sideburn there. I actually, after keeping this hair for a while and looking up other reference photos, I realized she does keep both sides of her hair down, so I may make an alternate hairpiece with both sides down. But for now, this is the one I made, and so this is one I decided to showcase. As you can see, it was one of those Scarlet Witch hairpieces with the 2 pieces that come over the shoulder, and I chopped off one side, sanded it, and carved out the sideburn, and then I sculpted a little bit over the top of the hair to try and curve over her bangs a little bit, and I tried to blend it in as best as I could with the rest of the hair so it would look like it's all one piece, and you wouldn't be able to tell anything was added. And then I painted it in dark brown, and then I layered a few other tans and browns and stuff to the hair to give it like a dark look, make it look like a little bit like it's got a light color to it. But the under the hair is still dark. And then I did try to paint like the purple dye that she has in her hair, so that is visible on this one side. And then the head, I think this is the I can't remember, I think it's like the shell head. I've used this head a number of times. This head's the same one that I used on my Charlie Watson from Bumblebee, but it looked like it worked for Daisy here based on that photo, so I decided to go with it. And remove the head there so you guys can get a better look at the figure. So as you can see, the torso and the gauntlets were sculpted, and then the legs were just painted, and some of the detail on the legs does go wraps all the way around the inside, around the back, and comes around. And then the arms, I sculpted the gauntlets, and I painted this detail she has on her arms that wraps around to the inside, and it like stops right there, as you can sort of see. And then she had like this piece on her shoulder that I painted in a glossy black, and then the belt was made out of electrical tape, and I wrapped that around the torso. I also curved the torso. I wrapped the belt around the torso, and then I sculpted all the details onto the belt, like the pouch area there and the buckles and stuff in the middle. But yeah, so that's it for Daisy Johnson, and now we can move on to the next figure. Next up we have Phil Coulson, and it's probably not the best likeness to Phil Coulson, but it is kind of hard to get the hair and everything accurate in a minifigure, but I guess this kind of works. The hair was a widow's peak hair that I just sanded the front a little bit to try and push it back, and then the head, I think it was from the Han Solo set. This is the Han Solo head, like the newer Han Solo head. I think that's what this is. I can't really remember. But, I don't know, to me it sort of looked like Coulson, so I decided to go with it. This was a very simplistic figure. It's got the arms painted, electrical tape wrapped around the wrists for the cuffs, fabric suit jacket. I sculpted the collar. Tie is made out of electrical tape, and then the pants were just painted in a matte black. And then I did make the little icer there. This is just I think it's a brick arms gun. Can't really remember. I think it's brick arms, and then I just painted like the blue there, show that it's nicer. But yeah, so that's really it. There's not much else to say about Coulson. And here we have the Cavalry, or Agent Melinda May. Another very simplistic figure. I used the Chihuahua, I think it was the Chihuahua Girl hair from that collectible minifigure series. It was blonde hair, and oops, if I can get it off. It's a blonde hair that I painted black. It doesn't want to come off with the head. The head was actually from one of the Indiana Jones sets. I don't know whose head this is. I know it came from an Indiana Jones set. I just don't know who it belonged to, but I thought the expression kind of looked like May a little bit. I just repainted the eyebrows, brought them down a little bit more, because they were like positioned upwards. So I brought them down a little bit more. I honestly think the head works for her. And then the arms were just painted in my own denim color. She's also got a icer that I made with a brick arms gun. And then the torso was sculpted on the front. A little hard to see with the gloss black, but I tried to sculpt all the details into her vest. And then I painted it in a gloss metallic, it was a gloss black. I painted it in a glossy black color. And then I just used plain black legs, and I painted matte black for the boots. I was going to give her heels, but I couldn't remember if she actually had heels or not. So I just left her without heels. I may change that later to add them, if she does have them. And I was considering adding the shield logos, but most of the time in this outfit she doesn't have them. So I just left them off, and then I did sculpt the collar there, and then I tried to paint like the blue shirt on the inside. But yeah, that's it for Agent May. And next up we have Fitz. His outfit was actually based off of a promotional poster. Since I'm only like halfway through season 3, I'm not even sure if he does wear this outfit. But it was a promotional poster that I saw, and I think he wears this same outfit in the Spider-Man Web Warrior show, in that one episode where him and Simmons appeared. But so I just tried to find something an outfit that I liked, because Fitz and Simmons usually change their outfits a lot during the show. I mean, occasionally they'll wear the same thing, but most of the time it's different. So I just decided to go with this. It's this greenish tan jacket. It's like a dark tan, greenish colored jacket, which I made out of fabric. I wrapped electrical tape on the arms for the cuffs, and I did try to blend it as best I could with the arms, so you wouldn't be able to tell that there was cuffs there. You can still sort of see the line, but it is blended as best as I could. And then the head, I don't know what head this is from. The hair was the falcon hair. I just sculpted on the front a little bit, because his hair is very short. And so I sculpted on the front, and I think it works. And then I did paint the eyebrows on the head brown. I think one side might be rubbing off, but and then the shirt, inside shirt, was a light colored shirt. Don't really want to remove the jacket too much, so not to mess it up. But it was a light colored shirt. I did, as you can sort of see there, try to paint the collar on the shirt. I made the tie out of electrical tape, and then his vest was made also out of fabric. I layered on two separate pieces and overlapped them. And then I painted the vest in dark blue and the white stripe in the middle. And then the legs are just plain dark gray legs. And I did paint his shoes, which does wrap around. The paint does wrap around all four sides of the legs. I'll see if I can try to maybe remove the arm without damaging anything too much. And a little bit of paint rub on the arms. I did try to make the collar of the jacket go round. But there you can sort of see like the rest of the jacket. Just plain blue. It was a police shirt that I cleaned the printing off the front and layered the vest. It's basically the same on both sides. You can sort of see the painted collar there. But so that's it for Fitz, and as I stall to put him back together, now we can move on to Simmons. Alright guys, so here is the final figure. It is Simmons. This is also same thing based off of the promotional poster thing that I saw, or promotional photos. Same outfit she wore in the Web Warriors episode, Spider-Man Disney XD. But yeah, so starting off from the top, the hair was from the minifigure series Librarian. I don't know if you guys have seen that figure. It had the hair that came over the shoulder on both sides. I kind of chopped that off, sanded it a bit, because to me, looked like she had her hair pushed back on that one side, and so basically just chopped off the front, left it on the other side. And the head, I actually have no idea where that head is from. I cannot remember where it's from, but I decided to use it because I think it looks like her, and it works. And for the jacket, I mixed my own light gray color and painted the arms, and then I made a fabric jacket, which honestly, the minifigure with the jacket kind of makes her look fat. I sculpted the chest on the torso, and I did curve the torso, but the jacket doesn't really fit in those curves unless I glue it, and I didn't really want to glue it, so I just left it loose, and kind of makes it look a little fat with the jacket, but I guess it's not that big a deal. And then I did try to cut out the collar area that she has, because she has the jacket open with this big collar, and I painted the dark red lines that go around the back and come up to the collar. And I painted all the little white dots on her shirt, and I tried to paint the buttons in a metallic white, I think it is. It's just a little hard to tell. It kind of does look silver on the camera. And then for the jeans, I painted them in my own denim color, and as you can see, the torso does overlap the jeans a little bit. As you can see there, I did sculpt it to overlap, because her shirt does overlap on her jeans, over where the belt would be. So I decided to do that, and then I did paint the shoes, and the paint does go around all four sides of the legs, and I actually think the paint just rubbed on the leg. Yep, it rubbed. I did not expect that to happen. But, yeah, so that's about it for Simmons. And now we can go ahead and wrap up the showcase video. Alright guys, so that about wraps up this video. Like I said, I do have more figures from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. planned. Possibly Mac and Bobby and Hunter. This is the only other three that I can think of that I'd want to make at the moment. Currently not sure about anyone else. But, yeah, so one thing I do want to mention, I don't have too many other customs planned at the moment. I'm still working on other figures, which you should be seeing in the next month or so for Dan Figs. As you guys saw, my previous showcase video was a commission for him. So I have more figures on the way for him. So there's a lot of work that has to go into those, so there's not much room for any personal projects until possibly October. But I do want to try and squeeze in, because I recently watched the show The Gifted on Hulu. I really enjoyed the show, and so I wanted to make at least a few figures from there. My list right now consists of about 10 to 12 figures that I want to make from the show. So you should be seeing some of those maybe soon, maybe not. I do want to get around to making them. I'm definitely going to make Polaris and Marcos and Thunderbird, Blink, the Von Strucker kids, and I am going to try and attempt to make all three of the Frost sisters, because I think it will be an interesting thing to have in LEGO. They're basically going to be the same exact thing, of course, since they're clones, but yeah, so that does it for this video. Really hope you guys liked it. If you did, be sure to leave a like down below. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe, and bye.